Hey, buongiorno, Dave Fontana here. Welcome, benvenuti to Little Italy of Baltimore. More specifically, I'm coming to you from the bocce ball courts in the neighborhood. I mean, come on, does it get any more Italian than that? Coming out of your back door and throwing a game or two of bocce ball with the neighbors. And I've been known to throw a pretty decent game myself back in the day. This video is very special to me because I come from Italian heritage, and this neighborhood was a big part of my life with my mom, who's since passed away. I want to dedicate this video to her. We would come on a Friday down to the open air Italian cinema with a bottle of wine and some great Italian bread and meats, mortadella, soppressata, prosciutto, and just enjoy a great movie. On Saturdays, it would be great to come down and have dinner at some of the best Italian restaurants. And then on Sundays, attending church with my mom at St. Leo's. That was always very special. My brother was a little better at attending church than I was, but I made it like every other Sunday. So this will be the first of a series of videos that I plan to make exploring the unique and interesting neighborhoods here in and around Baltimore. I thought, what better place to start than with Little Italy? So if you have a passion for great Italian food, rich culture, a sprinkle of Italian charm, then stick around. This video is going to be a real treat for you. So when I'm in Little Italy, I love starting my mornings off at one of the great bakeries here in the neighborhood. Doesn't have a very Italian name, as you can see here, the Oven Bird, but man, do they know their way around Italian pastries. So as we're wandering over to the bakery, as you walk the streets here in Little Italy, you can't help but feel that Italian charm. I mean, I almost have songs of Dean Martin, Sinatra playing throughout my head as I stroll through this neighborhood. It's not as big as like a New York City Italian neighborhood, but I like that. I like it that it makes it more walkable and more enjoyable. There's low traffic, which is very nice. And, you know, another charming thing about the neighborhood. All right, so Noodles and I have decided to take a load off and sit at one of the benches here in Little Italy. The line is out the door, as you can see, at the Oven Bird, but that's a testament to how well they bake pastries and bagels and all that good stuff. And it's not too bad. I kind of like it here, seeing the old Italian women walking along, holding each other's arms. Come on, does it get more Italian than that? So we had to pivot a bit. There was a yappy dog sitting at one of the tables and he was bothering Noodles, so that's okay, that's okay. I have a nice quiet spot by myself here on one of the main streets here in Little Italy called High Street, South High Street, and gonna enjoy this. They also didn't have my favorite pastry, so I got this Nutella brioche. It looks fantastic. I mean, Nutella doesn't get more Italian than that, right? Delicious. So I had to stop here. I'm not just showing you a random house. This house belonged to a legend of the neighborhood, Mr. John. I think he lived into his hundreds, but every Friday night when my mother and I would come down to the open air cinema here in the neighborhood, he would fawn over her. He would come out and bring her a glass of Chianti or Merlot, and he always had a positive affirmation, a good thought for you. He would invite us in for coffee and Italian cookies. We miss you, Mr. John. And I'd be remiss not to mention Little Italy's Italian restaurants. Some of the greatest eating establishments in the neighborhood are places like Domimo's, Amici's, Ciparelli's, Sabatino's, La Tavola, just to name a few. There are many more other restaurants, and we're going to try some of them. And if you're looking for authentic Italian specialty items, there's great places like Frank Villeggi's Casa di Pasta. There you'll find authentic Italian olive oil, amazing cheeses, pecorino romano, mozzarella, and of course, the freshest pasta in the neighborhood. Now, if a great Italian slice of pizza is what you're after, there's no better place in the neighborhood than Isabella's brick oven. As the name suggests, they bake everything in the brick oven. It comes out with that charred crust, delicious sauce, and as you can see here, they even won Baltimore Magazine's best pizza. That's the margarita. I didn't get the margarita because I'm more of a meat lover. So I got the King Richard, which is loaded with sausage, pepperoni, all kinds of meat, and it's delicious. Little Italy is not all about the food, although you can see from this video it's one of my favorite things to do here is eat, and don't worry, we're going to get back to that. But it also has impressive art, including the Mondanari Art Festival, as you can see behind me. At that festival, they paint the streets with these impressive, creative, beautiful 3D type murals where it seems like you're looking right into a scene out of Italy. And it's just one of the wonderful things that they do here in the neighborhood. Lots of festivals, including the St. Anthony's Festival. And don't worry, you don't have to wait until the festival begins in the fall. There are murals throughout the neighborhood. They're really fun to explore, and we're gonna go take a look at some of them right now. Truly one of my favorite places for lunch in the neighborhood is the perennial Sabatino's. Back in the late 80s, we used to hit this place up at 2 in the morning for a Bookmaker salad after dancing and drinking all night at the nightclubs. The Bookmaker salad is legendary, filled with crispy romaine lettuce, baby spinach, arugula, grilled chicken, Italian meats and cheeses, and of course, like any good Italian restaurant, a half a loaf of bread with butter. Oh mio Dio, è così delizioso. And after a healthy Italian lunch, come on, I didn't eat all that bread. I was craving something sweet, and for that, there's only one place to go in all of Little Italy: Vaccaros. As you step into Vaccaros, you are immediately transported to a warm and welcoming atmosphere. The interior boasts a classic Italian ambiance with rustic decor, wooden tables, and soft lighting. Of course, no visit to Vaccaros would be complete without indulging in their delectable desserts, a mouth-watering assortment of Italian cookies, cannolis, tiramisu, panna cotta, and gelato.
But hands down, my favorite thing to order at Vaccaros are their cannolis. The outer shell is crispy, flaky, and slightly sweet, and the creamy, velvety filling is the perfect blend of mascarpone and ricotta.
Okay, so with that, I think we'll wrap things up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me and to the growth of the channel, and I really enjoyed bringing it to you. So until the next time, arrivederci, ciao bellas.